Am I dreaming?
Yes, of course. This dream is based off your memories. What do you last remember? Were you herding or chopping firewood?
Neither of those. I was eating some piping hot stew. Huh. That's strange. How did I fall asleep? Well, there's a lot of things I should be doing. I guess Nick's gonna kick me awake soon.
You haven't brought up that name in quite a while. But I suppose that's only right, considering where you are on the timeline. For you at this point, everything the IPC does is still in a far-off future.
What a strange dream. Everything sounds like nonsense.
It doesn't matter. It's time for you to come back to reality. How does it feel? Does waking up from a dream bring you misery?
Misery? Why, no. It's a shame you're stuck in a dream. Can't lay eyes on the land I love. It's so gorgeous. You'd be willing to die. Right there.
It's hard to believe someone so young would use that kind of analogy.
Ain't nothing strange about that. People gotta find ways to soothe their souls. Part of that's coming to terms with life and death. There's a saying from Aragon of Partial. Death is the fairest form of grace. For the good-hearted, death keeps their purity intact. For the cunning scoundrels, death ends things clean and quick.
I see. Does that mean you're not afraid of death? If so, please extend your hand out for me. I suppose you're perfectly willing to apply the fairest form of grace to every corner of the universe? In the name of Dr. Primitive, that is. This is my final lesson for you. You shall thoroughly understand his philosophy. And with that, a star will pitifully fizzle out.
No problem, teacher. But, there's something else I have to tell you. I was worried about missing my shot. But now that I've gotten a hold of you, I reckon I won't.
What? How is this possible? The regression should have occurred already.
Whew. You want to know something? I was worried I had it all wrong just now. But now, there ain't no problem. Because only an evildoer asks why before he dies. I ain't deaf, all right? Well, you were yapping so loud. Did it ever cross your mind I could tell good from evil?
Huh?
It's as Nick said, revenge needs no excuses. Just like how there's one thing in the world that doesn't need to be taught. Taking a shot at bad guys.
How did things take such a turn? You're just a child. Even for someone born with a bad nature, the first time doing something like this should weigh heavily on their conscience.
Is that so? Well, I reckon you got that wrong. Be it a wanted criminal with the blood of many on their hands, or a young cowboy who's never fired a gun. Both share a common instinct in every sense of the word. And that's to put a bullet in anything evil. Muddle fudger. Secret little become worse forms of evil with time.
Let's duel.
Liquidation! Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game!
Bring it on.
Stay away!
Repay.
Libera!
Let's duel. Aim for the heart. Those look good. Those particularly brave.
Eternal. Go Nappy!
Bring it on.
That's another good thing about dying. Whatever your excuses and ideas are, I ain't gotta waste time listening to them.
Oh, am I late?
You referring to what's finished or what's only just beginning?
The one that's about to begin? Oh, right. I should go get help. You need to get your head checked, like, right now.
Get my head checked? What in forking hell are... Huh? My synesthesia beacon's back to normal. Dagnabbit! That's forking amazing! Hot diggity fudge!
Huh? So, you're saying everything went back to normal once you smashed this thing to pieces? I see. No wonder those assistant Annas only want to teach students one-on-one.
Yeah, I had a hunch. Sometimes it's just dead simple. Don't gotta be a genius. Follow me, Nameless. No need for reinforcements, seeing as how a few bullets will clear this up. Forking hell. You think you can find a better shot than me and Pentacone?
That's right, fellow members. Everything that's about to happen next isn't the end for us. With Dreamflux Reef as our starting point, a beautiful world shall descend upon all, and he will eventually cast his gaze upon us and the grand cause that we've forged together.
Grand? Grand in what way, motherfudger? All right, folks, eyes on me. Now listen here. This whole thing's a motherfudging scheme. Go. Scurry off and hide. Ain't no harm in being foolish, but know when to steer clear.
You two again. I can forget everything else you've done, but slandering the name of Slumber Nana Monkey before Prof Nana Primon? Do you even know what you're doing? Montana, would you please just hear me out?
Save it. You really think you can still convince him?
Mr. Ranger, perhaps going back to our origins.
Who asked you? I'm only gonna say this once. I ain't interested in hearing your philosophies or sob stories. You're a dastardly evildoer who will cease to exist once a bullet's put into you. Guess what? I just so happen to be holding a gun right now. Since everything's turned out to be so simple, there's no need to use too much of my intellect. Catch my drift? See, I'm not here to teach a class, shirt brain. I've come to help. Class is over!
Destiny elongates time in the same way